Good evening, everyone. Right, I was going to do a live with the Axolotls. I did have Lottie and Jax right at the front, and they were pestering me. Jax has gone for a wander, so I'm hoping he comes back. So I thought we'd have a quick look around the tank first while we're waiting to see if he'll come back. And as Lottie's up here, let's say hi to him. So he is what we call a Dirty Lucy. He was pure cystic when I got him. He's nearly 5.5 years old now. And you can see these black patches on his head, the dark patches, have got more prominent as he's got older. But he is lovely. He's a really lovely boy. Great nature. Yeah, he's just a really lovely lad. And then hiding just behind there, doing his alligator impression, is Jax. That's my wild. And he's the one with the sense of humour. He's the one who squashes the plants, squashes everything. He just walks all over the other axolotls. He's a real meanie, aren't you? I think he's just sort of oblivious to everything. You can see I've got a mix of live plants in here, artificial plants, hidey places. I try and keep it fairly interesting if I can. It's due a big clear up. In reality, I'm probably not going to get to it till Thursday when I'll give the filter. It's sort of, I clean the filter out about 3 times a year. I don't take everything out because quite a lot of these live plants are planted. These are some I got today that need planting. They'll be fine overnight. As you can see at the top, I bought some more duckweed type weed a couple of weeks ago because I find it provides great coverage and helps protect from the heat. So as we're getting into the hotter part of the year, this really does spread and it just stops them getting so overheated. It keeps the tank cooler. So as you can see, floating on the top there, and it's setting up roots underneath. But you can see how filthy as the tank is, and that's why it needs a really good clear out. It pretty much looks after itself, to be honest, with this many live plants in here. You'll see there's loads of Java ferns around there. And it is, the more live planting you've got, the easier your tank is to keep. And the larger it is, the more space they've got, the easier it is to keep. Okay, I'm just looking around and the worms are escaping from the tub. So I better get a bit of a move on and get some worms in. I'm afraid I won't be able to wait for them to come forwards. I will just say just at the back there, that is Jellybean. And Jellybean is my golden. But he's not coming out to play today. Okay, so as Lottie is up the front here, let's grab a couple of worms. Let's see whether he's hungry. Again, I don't know how many of you have watched our channel before. I'm predominantly about the dogs, but these axolotls do like to join in. And I feed mine 2 to 3 times a week. If I'm away, it might only be once a week. But I overfeed them so that I make sure they all get plenty. So, worms on tong, they've been washed out, rinsed out. I've got other videos showing you how to prep food, so I won't do that today. Oh, they're going to be a bit far back maybe. There we go. And that is one happy Lottie. So we'll just let him eat that one. So I spent ages when I first got them. They were 6 months old, these two. Tentatively sort of feeding them, dangling worms in front of them. Oh, they haven't eaten today, worry, worry. Yeah, no. Then I got Jellybean as a rehome. And from the Axolotl and Reptile Rehoming Centre, who are brilliant, brilliant people. Please do support them, they're in the UK. And I said, so how do you feed so many? And they said, we just put the worms in. And so that's what I started to do. And it is a much more natural way of them eating, because they'll have 1 or 2 of me dropping them in front of them, and then they have to go and hunt for the rest. And that really is so much better for their well-being. It's far more natural behaviour. Right, so I've got, hello you. Let's have a quick look at him while he's here. Hello Jax. Hey gorgeous. Right, I've got a couple more worms. Put them down here. So it does mean I'm not as accurate, but if they're hungry, like I say, they will go hunting. Right, did he actually eat one? Yes. So there we go. He tried grabbing all of them. Definitely got one. He'll often sort of get quite a few at a time. And once he's sort of eating them, or once it's gone down, he'll flap his floofs at us, as Lottie is doing now. So that sort of contentment. I'm going to try and get some down near Jellybean, but this could be harder. I don't know if it's a copper thing, but they do tend to, certainly with him, he hides or he'd rather eat in private, which is perfectly understandable. My other two have been used to, obviously, lights, meaning food time, since I got them. So what we'll do is I'll put you down there for a minute. Can you see? There we go, you can just about see him. And I'll see if I can get some worms down towards him. Right, that's at least in the right direction. So then it's up to him whether he comes forward to eat them or not, depending on how hungry he is. You can see there's quite a lot of debris coming down where I've disturbed the top. The tank does desperately need a clean out, but it is also that there are natural plants in there, so that you do get sort of more debris than otherwise. Right, Jax is just positioning himself. He's seen a worm in front of him, so he's sort of trying to get himself in position to eat that one. Sorry, I accidentally turned the flash on then. Let's turn that off. No, maybe he's not as hungry as I think. They did have a really good feed not long ago. I can't think how long ago it was. I say not long, it must have been at least 4 or 5 days. Lottie is in full yoga pose. Hey. Right, these worms are escaping, so I need to get them into the tank. So I'm not going to be able to drop them in front of Lottles. They'll have to go and hunt for them. I will chuck a couple down in front of Lottie, but I would be surprised if he grabs at any more right now. Okay, so actually the worms dropped quite a long way behind him and he was looking at them. So I will drop another one or two. Let's see if we can get them a bit closer to him. So that is how they make a liar of you. There's me saying he won't grab at another one so soon. And there's him straight away. Never evering as he's never evered before. Ah, Jellybean's just grabbed one at the back there. He's shuffling backwards, sorry. And like I said, he goes and sort of hides himself. Or he thinks he's hiding himself. So he's had a good munch. Let's see if we can see. There we go. So he likes this coverage. He hides in amongst the plants. He feels happy that way. You can see they've got terracotta pots to hide in, to hide behind. I haven't got any actual hides as such, which they had when they were younger. But they have got loads of places to hide if they want to. Hello you. Was that nice? Was that really tasty? So I've got Jax at the back there. Let's just go around the corner. Oh yeah. So he will probably come forward and eat some more later on. I try and put worms half in the open area so that I know for sure. No, I don't know for sure, but so we don't lose too many worms into the undergrowth. But let's put some down somewhere near Jack's. You can see they get caught up on the plants, and that's what I don't really want. Is that going to wiggle its way off? And you'll actually find at times they'll feed themselves to the axolotls. Right, we've just got a few smaller ones. I don't know how I ended up with some smaller ones this time. I usually try not to. I feed the largest worms. Let's put those down somewhere near Jellybean. There we go. So they all have plenty of worms available. They can eat as much or as little as they want. They're not being as active now that they've got food. But there you go. I hope you enjoyed, those of you who haven't met them before, meeting Jellybean, Lottie and Jax. And those of you who do subscribe to us, hopefully you've enjoyed seeing them today. Right, I'm going to chill out with the dogs for a while, because we've all had a busy day. It's been lovely to see you all. Take care. Hello. Jax is just saying goodbye to everyone. He's just had another worm. Right, and we will see you all soon. Bye-bye, Merlin. And bye-bye, Oti. So take care, everyone. And see you soon.